Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints and tips getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA. Now, today's one is about something that comes up a fair amount in the forums, and if you just Google anything on Seller Central, parent and child variants. When you've got a product which has a likelihood of being able to be sold in a number of different colors or in similar packs, then you may want to consider listing as a parent and child variant. The reason you do this is because when you're ranking on Amazon for searches, or when you're collecting reviews for your products, to the extent that each product is the child of the same parent, they will all contribute together, so that your chance of ranking higher for that product will be magnified if you get all the variations that you're selling together in one place. It's a good idea most of the time, and there are just one or two occasions when it's maybe something to use with caution. So the things to know about are, first of all, when you should choose to do it. And my advice here is very similar to the advice inside the Seller Central site, which is only use it when there really is a high degree of similarity and where the things really are the variant of the single parent item. In other words, don't try and bundle together things which aren't exactly the same thing. So if, for example, you do a toiletries set of products, and you've got something which is a cloth and something which is a lotion, you wouldn't put them together as some sort of variant of the overall toiletries product that you've got, because they're completely different things. And it's going to confuse buyers rather than help buyers when they're looking to buy something. So a parent is not a brand. A brand is a different thing. It's at a higher level, and you can have one brand with a number of different parent items, and within that a number of different child variants. But between a parent and a child, there should be a high degree of similarity, and each child should be highly similar to each other child. There's other reasons to consider this. If, for example, you're considering putting two child items together, but they are actually at markedly different prices, for example, then you've got to consider whether or not you want those showing together on the listing, in case it puts people off or gives people a false impression. For example, if you were Apple selling Apple Watches on Amazon, then you might not want to put the $500 Apple Watch with the $21,000 Apple Watch, because that way your price will be showing as anywhere between $500 and $21,000, and that's going to confuse people. So that's just one example where you may not want to use it. So really, my view is, if it's not size or color, then use it with extreme caution. How do you go about doing it? Well, notwithstanding that you might have parent and child items, each child still has to be separately barcoded. And if you've watched any of my videos anywhere on YouTube or at FBA2USA.com, you'll know that I'm fairly keen that everybody recognizes the need to get barcodes and gets hold of them if they're trying to sell on Amazon. So each item has to have its own barcode, and then the parent itself doesn't have its own barcode but will have its own SKU. So if you don't know what the difference between a barcode and a SKU is, have a look at the rest of my training, and I covered that elsewhere, or indeed go into the training itself, become a member, and all of this will be explained to you. But fundamentally, what you need to know: parents have SKUs but not barcodes, and children have SKUs and barcodes. And when you're submitting a parent and child variant, it's much easier to get this all correct up front, because if you don't, it's a lot more hassle, and you need to use the product upload file uploader service in order to try and fix a set of listings where child items aren't linked to one parent. If you need help with that, just contact me by email and I can put you in the right direction. So hopefully that's been useful. Any questions, maybe leave them underneath this video so that other people can benefit. Better still, join up to the forum and you'll get much more detailed answers. Thanks very much. This has been Mark at FBA2USA.com.